Fanatic. We're gonna do some PDR on my Alfa Romeo today. On Sunday I was driving with the wind and a tree branch fell off and it dinged the very thin and lightweight aluminum fender. It's very hard to see, but I'm gonna circle it right here. You guys can probably maybe see that on camera. I'm just gonna play around with the angle to see if you can get in on it. But that's where it's at. That's the damage. So a buddy of mine is gonna come and we're going to take this out quickly. Now on new cars, like I said, it's becoming harder and harder to do PDR. On my 2015 GT Performance Pack, I had a tree limb hit the quarter panel from a storm, and we had dents all in here. And the way these cars are manufactured today, there's no lip. So this is a quarter panel that's stamped and then folded in to give the inner wheel well. So you got to go in there, you got to take the wheel off, you got to drill holes. It's very, very complicated. Sometimes when you go into the doors, there are door braces. You can't get to the impact zone. Certain cars are tricky, certain cars are easy. But to be honest with you, this takes a certain level of skill and tenacity and finesse. Because what you're doing is the same thing you're doing with a hammer, a dolly, an English wheel, etc. You're shrinking and stretching the metal back into its original state. So what they end up doing, they go with tools that either have a point or a rubber tip, and they overstretch it and manipulate all around the impact zone, and then they feather it in. And you'll see when I set the camera up on the tripod, you guys are going to get a little bit of a glimpse. If you guys haven't had this done before, it's definitely a really cool process. And like I said, most of the best guys that I know to do it are self-taught and never went to any of those franchise training schools. Most of the guys that I know that are absolutely outstanding at this worked in body shops or have been fabricators, and they understand you know, how to work with metal and how aluminum and steel and different gauge thicknesses react to the pressures, the heat, and all the tools that are used. And a lot of the guys that are really amazing at PDR that I know in the New York City area, a lot of them make their own tools and they modify and manipulate their own tools, which is really, really cool stuff. So that's where we're at here. And I got the hood open. Hopefully we can probably get in from right under here. And this is probably going to take literally a matter of a couple of minutes. And then we're going to get some high spots from the pick tool, and he's going to hammer those high spots down. And then sometimes you may have to take some 3M Trizac and wet sand it and blend it all in. And that's another reason why with ceramic coatings, I haven't done a video on that yet as far as why I don't do it, but it's one of the reasons why. It's because I drive my cars and I, you know, live a real life where dings happen and accidents happen. And if you have a ceramic coating and you push too hard, depending on the coating and who applied it in the prep, and you could actually get some white marks in the coating that will not come out. So then you have to strip the whole panel down, you have to fix any damage or white marks in the clear coat, and then you have to reapply your ceramic coating. So that's another reason why, and I'll discuss that in a future video as far as why I don't do ceramic coatings, especially on daily driven cars and cars that see actual real life scenarios. So we're gonna get the camera set up. I'm gonna show you some of the tools. These are all the PDR tools. You guys can see that there. They're all steel. They all have different tips and points. I mean, look at this guy. Wow. Yeah, you're probably wondering what the propane torch is for. You'll probably see that one day in another video, but not this one. But you can see these things here. And Anthony just showed up, so he's gonna get set up, and we're gonna show you how quick and easy getting PDR is on your car. Okay, so you're looking at the beam, and the beam is going to move as you stretch the metal. Yeah. Exactly. So, okay, so we got the guide light suction cupped to the driver's side door, and that's just going to give them better visual. Also, the sun went down now, so it's better. You don't ever want to do this in a sunny day because it can be very... I have the umbrella if I need it. Yeah, but the sun can be very distracting. Yeah, it's going to be more difficult. Like we had on when we did the Q50, the sun was bright. You couldn't see what you were working on. You can really see it. Yeah, so he's going to get set up now. And show everyone which tool you're going to use and what tip. You're going to use a rubber tip on that? Right now, yeah. This is a... Yeah, get it closer. Let's show them the tip. Ultra Dent tool. Okay. So it's small. It's not really sharp. It's going to take me like a minute. Okay. So this one... And there's probably access through the fender. Yeah, it's good. This guy is really good. I didn't want to take the wheel off. No, you don't have to. Okay, cool. So with this, you don't make like a points on the paint. Where then you have to knock it down and sand it. And I was just telling a lot of people in the intro to video, if you have a ceramic coating and you go too hard with the point, you get little white marks. Yep. And you can't get that out. You got to strip it and redo it, and it becomes a problem.
Yep.
You know? So Anthony works on a lot of exotic highline cars, and he's got the experience with these things. You guys are probably going to cringe when you start seeing my fender bend. But what he's really doing, he's just massaging the metal and stretching the metal back.
From inside. Yeah.
So, you know, metal has memory. That's just what it is. It's just like when you're doing body work and, you know, custom body work. And you can see it there. I'm actually going to get the camera closer. I want to show you guys. You guys can see that. This aluminum stretches out really nicely.
Yep.
You know, the thing is, when you're stretching aluminum, you got to be careful not to overstretch it because it doesn't have the memory that steel does as far as bringing it back to its original state. So aluminum, you could overstretch it, and then that's where you got to get the heat and hot and cold involved to bring it back, and it's a lot of work. That's that. And you can see the light, and it's how it's bending. And that's that. Cool.
He showed me all the parts that I have to finish. The light.
I don't see it. It's gone.
Yeah, the dent is gone.
Completely
so
gone.
this is the best tool that you can use.
Now,
for
is that plastic?
Yeah, it's like a plastic.
That's like a Delrin or a nylon tip?
Yep. So this tool is better because you cannot break the paint with this one.
Yeah, the pointy ones, you got to be careful.
Yep.
I had a car done a number of years ago that was, you know, repainted at another body shop. Customer didn't tell me, and when the guy went to pop the fender, it cracked the clear coat.
Yep.
And that's another thing. You know, when you repaint cars, you got to be real careful.
Yep, you have to.
And then I had another.
Special on this car.
And about 8 years ago, I had a guy do one on the roof where the roof was repainted from hail damage, and when he pulled with the hot glue, it pulled the paint right off because there was Bondo on it.
Yep.
So you got to be careful. So
the car is brand new again.
That's it. Perfect. It took
Really good.
a couple of minutes, and now I can sleep at night. So thanks for watching another video of more automotive content on my channel. Stay tuned for more. And if you guys don't know anything about PDR, you guys need to read up on it. This is a lifesaver. This will save you a ton of money at the body shop. If you have a lease return or if you have a really nice car that you care about, when living life and driving it, especially in New York City, things happen. These guys you have to be friends with and have to have a relationship with. So see you guys soon, and stay tuned to the channel for more content. Autofanatic@yahoo.com. Please visit auto-fanatic.com for some Autofanatic car care, and I'll see you guys on the next one.